Alright, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing my divisional round predictions. So last week before Wildcard weekend, I did an entire bracket. Now, I'm still going to stick with that, but because one of the games is different team, I got 5 of the 6 right. So I got the AFC right, which I mean, this was really the only one that was questionable. And then I got these right. It's just I picked the Bucks to beat the Cowboys, which apparently was really delusional by me. But anyway, we're gonna go through and predict these, and I'm just gonna do the divisional rounds. So this is gonna be a quick video. It should be under like 10 minutes. And so I'm gonna start in the AFC and then work to the NFC ones. The AFC ones I think are more interesting, I guess, although it is cool having 3 NFC's teams here. But Bills, Bengals, I'd say this is the best game of the week, except for like the Cowboys, 49ers. I think they're both, equally good, but this one's got some history or recent history. But this is really tough. I didn't plan which team I'd go with prior to this, but I'm gonna go with the Bills. I just think the Bills are a better team, I guess, although Josh Allen did not play great against the Dolphins, but they were able to move the ball a lot. The Bengals also played against the backup quarterback, and it did take like a 98-yard fumble recovery touchdown to beat them. Now, the Ravens do have a good defense. I know the backup quarterback doesn't really affect that, but I don't know. I mean, coming into this playoffs, I thought the Bills were my Super Bowl pick, and I do think they're the best team in the playoffs. Now, I do also think that, Josh Allen could go out there again and throw 3 interceptions and lose this game to the Bengals easily, where I don't think Joe Burrow would do that. I have more faith in Joe Burrow than Josh Allen to not throw the game away. But at the same time, I do think Josh Allen could also, completely blow them out of the water, just having like a perfect day. Josh Allen's had insane playoff history. And I just think the Bills are going to go out there and win. They've been the better team all season. I just think they go to I don't think anything's stopping them from going to the AFC Championship game. Chiefs, Jaguars. I picked the Jags to beat the Chargers. I love Doug Peterson. I think he's a great coach. But Andy Reid is a better coach, obviously. And then also, I mean, Mahomes is obviously better than Lawrence, so they're a better coach and a better quarterback. They were down 27-0 to the Chargers. If you go down 27-0, even if you go down like 14-0 to the Chiefs, I don't think the Jaguars are going to come back from that. Trevor Lawrence cannot afford to throw another 4 interceptions in the first quarter and a half. I don't think he will. Obviously, I think that's, kind of like an anomaly. I don't think he ever does that again, actually, in his career. That'd be pretty hard to replicate. But, I mean, they're the 1 seed for a reason, except for all that happened in the last game these two Bills and Bengals played. But they're head and shoulders above the Jags. They've got the playoff experience. They've got 2 weeks rest. I don't see the Jaguars making it too interesting in this game. It'd be cool if they win. Like I said, I'm a Doug Peterson fan. I think Trevor Lawrence has a really high ceiling. I think he was deserving of being their number 1 overall pick. And I think next year they'll have a better season than this year. But I think this is where it ends for the Jaguars. Eagles, Giants. I'm actually going to be at this game. So this weekend I'm not going to be able to post any videos because I'm going to be in Philly for this game at the Lincoln Financial Field. I'm going to have the Eagles winning it. The Giants, I understand they just had an insane playoff win. They beat the 3 seed Vikings. Oh, they had 13 wins. I think everybody would agree the Vikings were potentially the worst team in the playoffs. I mean, they have certainly the worst defense in the playoffs, hands down. And the Seahawks would have beaten them. They were the worst team in the NFC. Dolphins probably would have beaten them. The Ravens, maybe, just based on how they played against the Bengals. I mean, the Vikings were not. I mean, everybody was saying they were fraudulent. I don't say they're fraud. Like, they did win 13 games. It's hard to do. But it's also hard to win a playoff game when your defense is that atrocious. And if you got a statue quarterback, Giants played great. But Eagles have been the best team in the league all season for 18 weeks. They've got 2 weeks rest. They're getting Lane Johnson back. Josh Sweat's back. Hurts is officially, I think I saw yesterday, he's officially off the injury report, so he's listed with no injury, full participant. Lane Johnson, I think, was limited participant, but he'll be playing. And I think Maddox isn't playing this game, but if they were to make the NFC Championship game, Avonte Maddox is also coming back. So they're getting healthy. They have 2 weeks rest. They have 2 weeks planning. Giants don't have nearly the talent. Eagles beat them twice. They smoked their starters in New York. It's Philly playoff game. I saw a stat they haven't won in Philly in like 10 years or something. I mean, the Giants are good. I think the Giants could beat the Jags if they played. So I don't think the Giants are like a undeserving team here. They deserve to be in the divisional round. I just think they had a really favorable matchup against I think the Vikings were going to lose to any team they played in the wild card, and the Giants luckily got them, and you're able to move the ball a lot on them. But I'm gonna have the Eagles winning this one. And then the final game of the divisional round, Niners at Cowboys. I will have the Niners winning this one. These two played last year in the divisional I think it was the wild card round, and the Niners were a 6 seed. It was this situation, 6 versus 3, I think it was, and the Cowboys are the 3 seed. Niners ended up winning in Dallas. Obviously, that has no impact on this game. I just was stating the playoff history of recent. But I'm going to have the Niners winning. Niners have won, 11 straight games now, including this wild card game. Brock Purdy played great. Their defense is the best in the league by a hair. I think the Eagles are like half a yard behind them or something, and whatever the statistic is. But they're great defense. It was Joey Bosa at the end. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year pretty much unanimously, or whatever you say. You'll get my vote for Defensive Player of the Year. Niners are a better team. They're at home. I think the spread's like 4, but it might have dropped to like 3.5. But this would be my pick, and this is I get it. It's somewhat boring for the 1 and the 2 seed on both conferences to make it, but both these, or all 4 of these teams, have been the best 2 teams in the conference the entire season. There was really no competition. They deserve to be there. I think they'll be there. They're a better team, better coaching. The only one I could see, I was hesitant for the Cowboys just because they played so well against the Bucks. But the Bucks were terrible. Bucks, I mean, I don't even think they were 500. I think they were, let me see their record. Yeah, they were 8-9. So maybe the Vikings probably actually beat the Bucks. So my bad. I forgot. I just completely didn't even see Tampa. Tampa was probably the worst team in the playoffs. They were a favorable matchup. Cowboys kind of just feasted on them. Kind of inflated who they actually are. But the Bengals-Bills is the only one that I would maybe flip-flop, but I'm going to go with the Bills. They were my early pick. They were my pick last week to win the Super Bowl. I had them beating the Eagles in the Super Bowl. But we'll have to see for after these, because the Chiefs and Eagles haven't played in a week. But these are my divisional round picks for this weekend. Like I said, I will be at the Eagles-Giants game in Philly, so I will not be posting this weekend. But if your teams are in the playoffs, let me know who you guys are rooting for. I like to see sort of where your fandom lays for the playoffs. And I hope your team wins, unless they are the Giants. But that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. I think I'll be posting a quarterback rankings for the playoffs tomorrow, Friday. But I'll see you then, and thank you for watching.